Thank you. Can everybody sit, please? Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alex Vines. I'm the director of the Africa program at Chatham House and delighted to be the chair of this meeting, A Vision for Policy Change and Institutional Reforms, with Peter Obi, who's the leader, as everyone here knows in this room, of the Labour Party and former governor of Anambra State. This is part of our Chatham House series on the Nigerian elections. As many of you are aware, we have already started that series. We've had the Speaker of the House of Representatives speaking last year here, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the APC, has spoken here. And this week we have Professor Yakubu, who is the INEC chair. He's speaking tomorrow. If you haven't registered there, please still consider. And we also have the presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, speaking on Wednesday. We still have an invitation out for Mr. Atiku. He hasn't replied to us, but we know that he has received the invitation. So he is still most welcome if he wants to come to Chatham House and also present. This meeting is fully on the record. We're being live streamed, and there's media in the room also. If you want to tweet, please do so. We'd recommend you using the hashtag #CHAfrica. Please do keep your mobile cell phones on silent, please, for the duration of this meeting. And do at the end, when we finish, please also remain seated when Mr. Obi leaves the stage here. We're going to have, I hope, reasonable time for Q&A. I will only overrun by maximum of 10 minutes because it should be equal courtesy to each candidate who has spoken here. We are live streaming. We had many hundreds of questions asked from around the world last time. I will try and summarize them. We do not have time, unfortunately, to be getting live questions coming in through our system. But those of you who have registered on our Zoom platform, we will try and collect those questions, and I will make reference to some of you who asked those questions. If you're on Facebook and other platforms, you're most welcome. Very grateful you're joining us today, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to, we do not have the facilities to take questions from you, but I hope you enjoy the presentation. Well, no more ado, but again, to welcome you, Peter Obi, to Chatham House. It's a privilege for us to have you. And I myself am very much looking forward to hearing about your vision for policy change and institutional reforms in Nigeria. Nigeria is a central part of the work of this institute, which is why we are having Nigeria Week here this week. So I want to invite you to come to the podium here and give your presentation, and then we'll have a conversation after that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Let me respectfully stand on all due and existing protocols. In agreement with my belief in the primacy of gratitude among virtues, please allow me to begin today with the word of gratitude. I'm most grateful to Chatham House, Dr. Alex Vines and his team for the global impact of their mission and commitment to engagement with nation building in Nigeria. In providing this global platform to interrogate the vision of those seeking to lead Nigeria at this time with clear existential threats, as I will discuss shortly, are pervasive across our dear country. This Chatham House event challenges us to a new thinking. We have an alarming insecurity that has led to loss of many lives and properties, significant decline in food and economic output, immense trauma that has compromised the mental health of communities, and in some cases, irredentist pressures and disaffection with the Nigerian project. The economy is in crisis with a troubling debt profile worsened by oil theft of proportion once hard to imagine. 2 economic recessions in 6 years and lamentable power sector that have significantly constrained manufacturing and social life. The Nigerian state is captive to an elite gang-up and a rentier political economy that concentrated power in hands of those who came to power and influence mainly through their own contrivances and influence rather than affirmation of the people, and therefore do not have the incentive to serve the people. Even after exploiting the ethnic and religious cleavages, sentiments to ascend to political power, the very people on whose sentiments they grab power often become the primary victims of such political fraud that has rendered Nigeria a failing state with worsening leadership crisis. Consequently, Nigerian democracy had been on the wane, evident in Afrobarometer longitudinal tracking, which reveals low voter turnout. But this seems to have turned around dramatically last year.